Good morning. It is Bible and Blues, and we're doing a special one today. We are doing Mother's Day. And, I struggled with the background because, I was hoping to find some cool motion thing that showed somehow, but, there just isn't much out there. So, hey, well, I mean, who do we blame on that? I mean, that's, yeah. All right. So, we're breaking off. I was planning on doing Psalm 98 today, just because I was in the grind, in the rhythm of doing psalms, and I kind of realized, you know what, Psalm 98 is not a Mother's Day psalm. Okay, now is there one? I don't know. What I did find was I know that in Proverbs 31 there is an incredible description of Christian motherhood, of motherhood in general, and it's not just Christian. It's this goes all around. So I decided I'm going to read that, and because in honor of both my wife, who through no fault of her own, I have had to take on the role of both sides of mother and father, and I'll tell you right now, it ain't easy, and I know that she would have done a better job had she been more capable of doing so. It's just in the nature of mothers to be more nurturing and to have that aspect better. I just pray that my son hasn't suffered from it. He suffers anyway because he has me for a dad, but that's okay. You know what? I'm okay with that. so, um, anyway, so in Proverb 31, we're going to start with uh, well, let's read the whole thing because I thought I was just going to do 10 through 31 here. But you know what? As I kind of glance over here, and the sayings of King Lemuel, the saying of King Lemuel, an oracle his mother taught him. Okay, it starts here. O my son, O son of my womb, O son of my vows, do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, not for kings to drink wine, not for rulers to crave beer, lest they drink and forget the law that the law decrees, and deprive all the oppressed of their rights. Give beer to those who are perishing, wine to those who are in anguish. Let them drink and forget their poverty and remember their misery no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. This was uh, something his mother taught him as a leader. If you want to be a leader, um, I would recommend many of these things. Forgo wine and beer. Why? Because you're not sharp. Okay, this is really good advice from a mother to her ruling son. And you know what? If you want to be somebody in charge, you're probably not going to be able to do it while consuming these things. Anyway, so moving on over to the wife of noble character, which starts with Proverbs 31, verse 10, and continues on to the end of Proverbs. A wife of noble character, who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them. She supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Here is the reading of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And one of the things that struck me about this was the concept of have respect for your mother and for your wives. They work really, really hard. And as I said, as a person who, through no fault of my wife, she had a stroke. Okay, she's been unable to fulfill many of these things, and so it's fallen on me. And I can tell you right now, it's a lot of work, and I don't do a really good job of it. Okay, and so as such, and I just call on you on this Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, go to your wife, go to your mother, call them, express your love for them. And if you are a mother who, I honor you at this time. And a mother who is a Christian who is following God's will, just as a husband is following God's will, you honor one another and you create a Christ-based household. That's going to be a strong household when both sides come together like that. So for this Mother's Day, honor your parents, honor your mother, honor your wives, honor your sisters who are mothers, and God bless, because this is a very important thing. We don't do this often enough. This is not to be reserved for one day a year. This should be done all year round. And some of the things that we read in here, that her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. Okay, he has full confidence, and and that's the wife of noble character. And just as a husband needs to strive on his side, this is what the wife strives for. And so the unselfish couple of husband and wife who work as a team, you see these values and you see these things, and they become great people at the city gates. The city gates honor him. It's like who are the great people as he comes to the city gates? Who are the great people in this city? You should be named that. So. Anyway, now I'm kind of starting to ramble. I really want to thank you for coming today. This is a little shorter, but you know what? It's Sunday. God bless. Get out there, worship God, honor your mother, honor your wife, honor the sisters that you have, the friends that you have who are followers of Christ, who are mothers, who are working so hard to bring the next generation over to us, and doing such hard work for us in our houses, in our business, in the public, and helping to make our society actually really great. So God bless you. You have a great one.